Hello, this is Allison Church. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I would like to thank you all for the words of support that you gave me in regards to my battling my depression yesterday. This is something that is a reoccurring thing in my life. I'm seeing a therapist and all that, and I'm getting the best treatment that my medical coverage can buy. But occasionally there comes a time when the perky, smiling person that I project is tired, and all I want to do is go someplace, watch an old movie, and eat a bag of potato chips all by myself. And that's what I should have done yesterday before I made the video. Acceptance is important to me. I don't know, maybe it's a part of my personality, having been born in Aquarius. I want to be the center of attention. I don't necessarily have to be admired, but I would like to be liked. And when I'm around people who I feel don't value me, and who I feel really don't want me there, it's like adding steroids to my depression. Most of the time I can defeat it. Most of the time I can go there and say, today's my Friday. I don't have to deal with these bastards for another 3 days. Most of the time. Then there are the Chads and the Karens that I have to deal with on a daily basis. And if it's not them, people hate me because either I'm white, I'm a lesbian, I'm transgender, all of the above, yada da yada da. First off, I'm not white, I'm Irish. Used to be that they hated me because I was Catholic, but since I was excommunicated, I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's another story. I honestly don't know what to talk about. I do have a meeting that I go to today where other fellow transgender people sit and we talk and we complain about an imperfect world. You know, something everybody does. We laugh, we joke. I find it very, very invigorating because there I can have the make-believe family that I don't really have in real life. People that when I talk about my problems understand and care. Not that you guys don't care, but I know some of you probably don't understand, and I do not hold that against you, and please don't consider it an insult because it's not meant to be. I just need to surround myself with more like-minded people who I need this pandemic to be over with. I need to be able to go out and meet people again and talk to people and not worry about Typhoid Mary coming up and talk to me and Dr. Fauci and going in the corner and going, if you hadn't given me money, this would never have happened. now. I'm rambling. You know how I told you guys that when I write in my books, I'm always one of the people? Well, I thought I'd do a little book reading. This is my book, Dark Passenger. It is sort of a Tales from the Crypt / Hammer horror like story about a mummy on board the Titanic. It's based on an actual 1922 British newspaper article that I came across in my research. It seems like in 1921, when Howard Carter discovered King Tutankhamun's tomb, he sold the exclusive rights of telling the story to the London Times. And since it was the archaeological find of the century back then, the other papers had to hurry up and catch up and spin doctor stuff because they couldn't tell the story of what Mr. Carter was doing with the one-time pharaoh. So there was this yellow journalism going on where someone took a true fact and spin doctored it into one hell of a seed that stayed in my mind until I finally wrote this book. It's a story of a cursed mummy case that belonged to a high priestess of Amun-Ra. She was a very powerful woman in the cult of the dead. She wrote a curse inside her coffin because she knew that people in their greed would open the coffin, so she wanted to make sure they saw the curse. But the curse that she put on her inside of her sarcophagus said, "Death to those who awaken me." Well, most of the people who dealt with the mummy case met untimely ends. One guy actually had his arm from his shoulder up to his hand was brutally exploded off by a shotgun that malfunctioned. And there was this one person that bought the sarcophagus and decided he was going to use it as a conversation piece back when he got back to the States. So, to get it past customs, according to the story, he put it underneath a red Renault automobile that he was having lowered into the cargo hold of a ship that he was taking to New York. Then, on one cold April night, this curse on this mummy's case paid off its threat by causing the ship that this man was sailing on to sink. That ship was the Titanic. Now, whether true or not, it was a wonderful story, and I wanted to use it as a vehicle for a book. And the name of my Howard Carter equivalent, his name was Dennis Parker. And that was the character that I was. Now, I'm going to read you a small description from the book about Dennis Parker. And it was back when I was in boy mode, so bear with me. Let me put on my glasses here. Alright, it's at the very beginning of the book. Okay. It's on page 9 of my book, Dark Passenger. Upon first glance at Dennis Parker, the average person would not consider him worthwhile to remember. Parker was typical. Blonde hair, slightly overweight, cursed with a certain clumsiness associated with overexcited people, and calm blue eyes. He could avoid recognition in a room of equals and still come out satisfied. Some, upon first sight, wondered how he ever survived infancy. Parker, however, was a man of action. Like most men of his character, he used his shortcomings as weapons. Many a time, his general appearance and complacent manner saved him from an inspection or jail cell. He was, despite his presentation, a force to be reckoned with and not taken lightly. Never to be misjudged, always loyal to those he called a friend. If you would like to get this book, it's available on Amazon. You will have to look it up on my dead name. However, I am listed in the credits under my full name too. I put my real name, or I should say my dead name, Donald Allen Kirch, and in parentheses under it, in the new edition, I put AKA Allison Church. So, if you guys would like for me to read more of my books to you, just let me know. If I get more than one or two, sorry, I hit my camera. If I get one or two more demands, I'll do what I can to satisfy you. Actually, reading that made me feel better, because there's nothing more wonderful to me than sharing my creations. Writing to me is a God-given oasis from reality. I write every day with the exception of Christmas and my birthday. I might have to extend that Christmas, birthday, and Allison's birthday, because even though I was born in Aquarius, Allison was born a Scorpio. Interesting combination there. Again, I thank you for listening to me and putting up with my shortcomings this week. I will be gone for 2 days. I have to work. I do have this weekend off, so I hopefully will be in a better frame of mind and have actually something worthwhile to talk to you about. So, this is Allison Church, and this has been Allison Through the Looking Glass. Please, be happy, be healthy, and above all, be loved. Bye-bye.